Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to North Star Arena in Westboro, Massachusetts, where today, the big hockey game at 11:30 a.m. Saturday morning, the last day of 2022, between the two rival teams from Shrewsbury, Shrewsbury High School and St. John's of Shrewsbury. The Colonials versus the Pioneers. This is Shrewsbury Media Connection and your TV 328 sports team, bringing you high school hockey. I'm your producer today, Nick Tedisco, and I'm joined by cameraman and the general manager of Shrewsbury Media Connection, Mark Serra, doing the camera for me. And you may be missing Johnny Mastro today, as Johnny's under the weather. Ted Early, his backup, is under the weather. Bobby Bigger and Billy Orfley are away on assignment. So I'm here alone with Mark, and we have a packed capacity crowd. Just in time for the national anthem. Mark's trying to get this game to go live, but I don't know if it's going to work. So let's pause for the station identification. TV 328 Sports in Shrewsbury. And a moment to reflect here at the North Star Arena.
Here we are, Red, let's go!
As the Colonials and Pioneers are getting ready to face off once again this year here at North Star Arena. A storied rivalry, been around for many, many years in all sports. But this sport here in particular, where both teams have stellar history going between the both of them over the last 4 or 5, 10 years, where both teams have won championships. And both teams are trying to win a championship again. So we're about to get underway here, where we got St. John's #1 league team, and the Colonials win the draw. Ball sent up the center to number 14, Andrew Paris. Richardson hit with the hit, and St. John's comes away with it. Off to the right wing. Controlled again by the Colonials. They push it back in, out the center. That's number 2. With Jack Gallery on defense, making the play, taking a shot. Colonials change up on the fly. And St. John's comes away with it. Big hit there with Girardi from St. John's. And another flip back into the St. John's zone. Well, St. John's hasn't worked it out of their end yet. Colonials keeping them hemmed in, and now they get it out. Hits the referee. Colonials come back controlling the puck. Threw it out the center. Again, Colonials controlling play here in the early going. Ryan Lambert on defense on the right side, on the left side. Now it's thrown into the Colonial zone. Behind the goalie, Allen. That helps. All right. Colonials take control. We got a breakaway here, number 11. Nice play there. Broken up by number 10, Andy Brown from Boylston. And now Arthur with the puck. Oh, big hit there. Colonials out front. Sent it out front. Shot. In on. Shot blocked. Save. Oh, he thought it went in. A lot of pushing and shoving. Nice stop there by Ryan Melanson. Melanson's a senior out of Leominster, Massachusetts, in gold. All right, here's the draw. That's Tyler Randinelli on the center. Out back in front, taken away by St. John's. They move it out of the zone. Oh, Colonials keep it in. Out the center, and again. This is Connor Mudd, number 7, on center. Gavin Flynn tying up in the backboards around the zone. And the Colonials get it out. There's a breakaway again, mini-me breakaway. That was Anthony Nazzolillo, and now St. John's comes away with it. Shot and a save by the Colonials. Nice save there by Grabelski. 11 minutes, 47 seconds left here in the first period. No score between SJ and SHS. Got Nick Tedisco and Mark Serra bringing you the play-by-play and camera today at North Star Rink in Westboro with a capacity crowd, raucous crowd. Right center out front, around Grabelski around the net, controlled by St. John's. That's number 3. That's Connor McKenna. McKenna with the puck. Throws it around the other side, and number 26, it's Chevener. Shot, Grabelski makes the save. Nice save by Grabelski. All right, close in shot by St. John's. This game being brought to you live. We're trying to get it to you live, but Mark's still having technical difficulties because of the Wi-Fi in the building. So it may end up being on tape delay at a later date. All right, Colonials work it out of the zone. And that's number 24, Brody Hoare, getting it out of zone. Crashing in is number 9. That's Jack Beauregard. Beauregard tied up in there by the Colonials. A shot over the net by number 12, that's Luke Girardi. Luke Girardi from Shrewsbury. In fact, Luke was one of the key elements in us bringing the game to today. His dad, Bruce, and I graduated from Shrewsbury High together, and when Luke told me that they were playing Shrewsbury this weekend, we had to do this game. There's a big crash up behind the net. Shot, wild shot, out of the zone. And St. John's takes control of it. Pass across over to Luke Girardi. This is St. John's number 1 line. Oh, big hit at center ice there. As Jack Beauregard got laid in by the Colonials. All right, Colonials break it out. Kick it out of the zone, and St. John's collects and throws it right back in again. Grabelski taken down in back of the net. All right, Colby Coughlin in front, that's number 11. Tyler Rondinelli did take a shot at the net, and a save made by Ryan Melanson. Just over 10 minutes left here in the first period. Tyler Rondinelli taking the face-off here with number 5. That's Noah Mathewson for St. John's. Colonials win the draw. Fires it around the board. Sandy tries to keep it in. He does. And it's punched out by St. John's. Oh, good defense by the Colonials to keep it out of control of St. John's. And they fire it back in. Colonials change up on the fly. St. John's starts it out of their own zone. There we get a 2-on-2. That's number 15 for St. John's, bringing it in. Minialkin to Reedy. Reedy fires it around to Minialkin. Minialkin fires it out. Colonials get it out of the zone. Now they've got it clear. Both teams change up. And now Colonials can't keep it out of their zone. St. John's, number 18. That's Luke May. Tied up, and it looked like an offside call. Was it a penalty? Did they call a penalty? I missed the penalty. All right, here it is, a hooking penalty called on number 8 for the Colonials. That's Christian Thorin. So the Colonials will be short-handed for 2 minutes on a hooking call. Now the pressure will be on the Colonials' defense. First penalty of the game. Uh-oh. Goal scored by number 12, Luke Girardi. Beauregard made the shot from the right side. It looked like Grabelski made the initial stop, but it flipped over to a wide open Luke Girardi, and Luke fired it home in the left side of the net and back of Grabelski. 1-0 Pioneers at 8:54 of the first period. And I'm happy for Bruce Girardi and his wife Sandra. Colonials working to get it out of their zone. Here's Beauregard with a heavy hit on number 2, Allery, and the Colonials work it out. Oh, nice play by the Colonials on that one here. Andrew Perris had a nice shot there on a nice feed coming up the left side. All right, Colonials now working it out of their zone. Following up, that's Rondinelli. Couldn't keep it. Colonials go on defense. Oh, there's a boarding penalty. That's a boarding penalty. Ryan Lambert with a dangerous play along the boards. That's going to be a boarding penalty. I'm not sure who the player was for St. John's, but he was down.
Number 5, Noah Mathewson.
Noah Mathewson is down for St. John's. Took a heavy hit along the board. That's very dangerous. There's been so many dangerous injuries with that, where a defenseless player has his back to the puck and he's down and out of position with no way to defend himself against that. He may come away with a concussion on that one. That was a big hit. Well, he looks like he got up under his own power there, and he looks like he's okay on the bench, a little shaken up still. That was a vicious hit along the sideboards. Glad to see him walk away, Noah Mathewson. So the Colonials will have a 5-minute major. Lambert's in the box for 5 minutes on that penalty. St. John's can feast on this. And the Colonials work it out of their zone. Playing short-handed here. Playing on defense, that's Carter Richardson. Number 23, Logan Sandy. And again, they work it out of the zone. Again, worked out of the zone by the Colonials. All right, McLeod. McLeod working the puck. Leaves it off to Luke Girardi and number 14, Andrew Paris working along the sideboard there. Another shot by Girardi on net, saved by Grabelski. Girardi behind the puck, behind the net. Feeds it out to number 17, that's McLeod. Oh. And the Colonials again work it on net and they'll change it up. All right, both teams. Colonials getting cute with it. They should have just fired it out of the net. St. John's keeps it in. St. John's goal scored by number 10, Andrew Brown. Again, St. John's, they can really load up here as this penalty continues. Still 3 minutes and 21 seconds left. And they're up 2-0 already in the first period.
Why so quiet? Why so quiet? Why so quiet?
All right, St. John's gets it in the zone. Colonials fired all the way down. Penalty killies for the Colonials. It's number 18, Carter Richardson. Richardson works it out to center. Kept in there by number 13, Mezzanillo. And St. John's finally gets it out. Bumped there by the Colonials and they fire it back in. Good job there, done momentarily by the Colonials. 2 minutes, 39 seconds left on this penalty, this major penalty. And it looks like St. John's number 1 line is back out on the ice. Girardi flying up the line, shoots, saved by Grabelski. What a rush by Girardi. Very shifty, young Luke Girardi. I want to mention the 4 Shrewsbury players here for St. John's today. You've got Luke, as I mentioned, Luke Girardi, Daniel Minalkin, Brady Chevenert, and Dylan Finale, who's a goalie. Shot. And a save. All right. Both St. John goals coming on power plays. 2-0 St. John's here in the first period with 4:55 left. And Ryan Kelly waved out of the, wait a minute, we got a break here. Okay, he's back in again. Kelly, St. John's wins the face-off. And taken out by Andy Brown. The hit shot, saved by Manal. Great save. Grabowski's been tough in there, as it's been all St. John's the last 7 minutes on these 2 power plays. Colonial's playing short-handed virtually the last 7 minutes. 6 minutes. It's fired out of the zone along the dasher, and that's going to be coming back into the Colonial zone for a face-off. With 1 minute 28 seconds, 1 minute 28 seconds left on the power play for St. John's. Girardi wins the face-off. Back to Girardi. Girardi shoots. Saved by Grabowski. He's been tough in there. He's been busy. Another save by Grabowski. Kicked out into the zone corner. Colonials fire it out. Still got 1 more minute left on this major penalty.
1 minute, 1 minute.
All right, Girardi out to Ellery. Kept in by the Colonials. Fire save there by Melanson. Colonials trying to hem him in. Good job by the Colonials. All right. Farrell working the puck behind the net. Fired out by the Colonials. Half a minute left here in the first period, in the penalty.
30 seconds.
And the Colonials will be full strength. All right, back in the zone. Grabowski behind his net. Kicks it out. Shot. Back of the net. 10 seconds left in the penalty. And Colonials have control. Oh, nice swipe there by number 26. That was Brady Chevernot. Kept in another shot by... You see who got it? Who scored that goal?
26,
Brady Chevernot scores the goal for St. John's. It was too quick for me to see. Just as the penalty expires. I'm not sure if that was a short-handed goal or not, but now the Colonials are back at full strength.
He's a freshman! He's a freshman! He's a freshman!
All right, with 2 minutes 46 seconds left here in the first period, Colonials will be back at full strength. And there you have a 3-0 lead. Colonials have an uphill battle all the way going from here. Let's see if the Colonials can get one back here. Puck kept into the zone, fired into the corner by Shrewsbury. Puck driven out. Here's number 19. Jabrelski makes the save on a shot by number 19. That's Zachary Jennings. All right, collected by the Colonials. Thorin with the puck behind the net. Fires it out to number 3, Ryan Kelly. And now it's back into St. John's hands. There's a shot. St. John's trying to take another shot. There's a shot. Saved by Grabowski. It's going to all be uphill for Colonials from this point on, being down 3-0. 3 power play goals scored in the first period.
Last one was even strength.
Oh, it was what? How many seconds went by? Did you see? 2 seconds? Well, they hadn't even...
They announced it.
Oh, did they? Wow.
I know. He hadn't made his way into the play yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, Girardi on a quick play there. Almost was breakaway. All right, behind the net, St. John's out front to Girardi. Takes another shot. St. John's dominating right here. Colonials can't get it out of their zone. Hemmed in by the Pioneers. Again, hemmed in behind the net. Well, it's been a tough game so far. A lot of heavy hitting. A lot of great plays by St. John's, and I'm especially impressed by the St. John's number 1 line of Girardi, Manelkin, and number 9, Jack Beauregard. All right, Richardson wins the face-off. Back to Richardson. Cross. Colonials keep it in. A little bit of pressure here. St. John's on a penalty here. Short-handed play. The shot. Colonials keep it in on the power play. Shot. Deflected. Out. That should do it for the first period. 6 seconds left. That's the end of the first period. At the end of one here from North Star Arena in Westboro. St. John's 3, Colonials nothing. When the Colonials start the second period, they will have a 1 minute 2 seconds at power play penalty. And I didn't see what that power play penalty was, did you? I didn't see what the call was.
Behind the net.
Okay, I missed the power play penalty. Was it a high stick? You think so?
Yeah, it was behind the net.
Okay. All right. Let's take a break. Folks, we'll be back in a couple minutes. This is your TV 328 sports team, bringing you Shrewsbury High School hockey. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready here to start the second period here from the arena here out in Westboro, North Star Arena. St. John's has a 3-0 lead, and they're in a lot of trouble to try and come back. It's an uphill battle from this point on. Do you have another microphone?
Where's my chair?
I'm going to give you a mic. Mark's going to hook it up for you.
First 5 minutes is free.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. After that, after you get what I get.
Should be all set.
Only when I'm live.
All right, you're on.
Right now?
You're on, yeah.
Okay.
All right, folks, start the second period. Colonials have and I have a guest joining me here in the broadcast booth, per se. One of the initial members of the Shrewsbury High hockey team back in 1972, played with his brother Jay, and that's one of my classmates from class of '73, Mark Sweet. Mark, good to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
I'm glad you're
Great
here.
being here.
Well, what's your assessment of the first period? What do you think?
Very fast-paced.
Yeah.
A lot of adrenaline. You can't get penalties. It's
No,
that
I know.
simple.
Well, 7 minutes worth of penalties,
Right.
and they got 3 goals on. I
Right.
mean, the last goal was the kid wasn't even into the play yet. You know, they scored a goal.
Right.
So, but St. John's is good, especially their first line. Bruce Girardi's son, Luke, is doing great. Huh?
Yeah.
He's shifty.
Yeah. You know, and it's still, Shrewsbury's got to get 1 goal. That's it.
Yeah, to get back in the game.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it. Let's
Yeah.
get 1 goal. We'll go from there.
So, tell me quickly a little bit about when you played hockey back in 1972. There was no hockey team at Shrewsbury High.
Nope.
You guys started it from scratch,
Yep.
and you guys were successful too.
Yeah, well, there was no high school team, and so we had a bunch of people in Shrewsbury that were, into playing hockey, whether it be and it was mostly pond hockey.
Well, there was a lot of people interested in playing hockey back then.
Right.
Because Bobby Orr and the Bruins, and
Big
they
Bad
were
Bruins.
great.
That was it.
Right.
As with everything else, in sports and in life, things change over the years. That was almost 50 years ago.
I know. I know.
Equipment was a lot more crude. The pace was different. The whole mentality of hockey was different back then. The Big Bad Bruins.
Right.
There was a lot
Right.
of checking and
Yep.
a lot of fighting. Now it's passing and shooting
Right.
and skating.
Right.
It's a lot more skills nowadays.
So
And
you
it has
had
been for years.
how many guys played on that team? You didn't have a ton of guys on the team, did you?
No, there was probably, I'd say 15.
15 guys,
Yeah,
did you?
yeah. Jimmy Casey,
Yep.
Fazio, Dave Willis, Peter Lusignan, me, Bruce Willoughby. There was a few other ones. Peter Lusignan.
Right. Right.
Yeah, there's about 15 guys there. But anyways, we got some sponsors, we got some uniforms, and there was a few other teams in the area that were in the same predicament. The interest was there, but the high school wasn't ready to start a hockey program. So that's hence where the independent league started.
Right.
But we had a lot of fun back then.
And you guys were somewhat successful too.
Yeah.
You guys won
Yeah.
some games. I know
Yeah.
you did. I remember.
And-
And I was a fan. I was a
Yeah,
fan
it
of you
was-
guys. I did. I wish I could have skated because I would have been out there with you.
The big spot was Webster Square. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
I think Lake Ave came shortly after that, and Webster Square was kind of dated back then. But honestly, they had the best ice around. It was freezing in there. The ice was as hard as a rock.
Yeah.
And behind the nets, they had chicken wire instead of plexiglass.
I remember that. Well, Colonial hockey's come a long way since then, Mark, and it's
It really has.
they've had great success, winning a state title, a couple times down at the Garden, and it's been great to follow. We haven't, this is our first game broadcasting in a couple of years because of COVID.
Yeah.
And I've been dying to get down here to do the Colonials. We're planning on doing the girls hockey team. It's talking about, startup and how things have changed. We're planning on doing them when they play Andover in a couple of weeks with Frank Pinarelli and his team.
Yeah,
down
I
here.
see
So-
Frank at the gym every morning. He's done a great job with the girls team.
Yeah, so, I mean,
That's a big thing right there.
it is.
Between when we started,
And now,
there's no girls teams.
That's right. Yeah, things have definitely changed. So,
But it's all good. I haven't been in this rink personally since my 2 boys played. Now it's probably they stopped playing in the mid-90s.
yeah.
So
So you said when we were talking earlier, you were a little emotional coming in here.
I was.
Yeah.
I still am
Well, that
a little
happens.
bit. I'm like
That happens.
the national anthem,
Well,
and I'm
you know,
like,
as you get older, you know, you get more emotional. You really
You're
do.
right.
You do.
You're
Especially
right.
Italians like me.
oh, I'm right with you. I'm right with you.
But I got to tell you, I'm really happy for. You know, I'm not happy that Luke's playing with St. John's, but I'm happy for Bruce Girardi and Sandra. Luke's a really good player. Oh! It looked like it might have crossed, but I guess not. Wow, that was close.
Yeah.
Wow, it was right there. Wow. All right, Mark. Well, hey, it's been great having you.
My
Thank you for
pleasure.
stopping. I know.
Yeah. Anytime. There we go.
I always try to bring the tradition back to all the sports that we broadcast, whether it's football.
You got it.
Talk about the old players and you know, the guys from back when we played and all
We
that
still have
stuff.
the fire burning.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I
Whether
know.
it's baseball, football, hockey,
That's right.
basketball.
We support the Colonials, you know.
Right.
So
Right. And it's good. It's good that you know. I was ecstatic when I came in here and I saw Paul Wilson. I haven't
I
seen
know.
Paul in a long time.
I know.
And I'm like, that's Bruce Girardi with Paul. Then you,
I know.
me.
I
I'm
know.
like a mini class reunion.
I know. Well, hey, it's good having you.
All
and
right.
You had a very successful career at Shrewsbury School. Not
Thank
just
you.
hockey, but
Yeah,
you're a very
yeah,
good
yeah.
football
Yeah.
player as well.
Thank you.
Linebacker,
Thank
fullback
you.
sometimes,
Yeah.
and golden toe himself.
Oh.
But thanks for coming on.
I'll send. Give me your phone number. I don't know if I have your phone number.
Here, give me your phone and I'll call my number on your phone.
508.
Here, let me see your phone. Pull up the pad.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Yep.
that's it.
I'll send you a picture. I got a picture of the
Yes.
shoe, the toe.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'll
All
talk
right, we'll
to
be
you.
in touch.
Happy New Year.
Oh, wait a minute, gotta take the microphone. Thanks, Mark.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you. I'll sneak out of here. I'll talk to you. Happy
All
New
right,
Year.
take it easy. All right, folks, sorry about that. Well, not sorry about that. I'm glad to have Mark Sweet back in here for... Oh, hit the post! It hit the post, and the Colonials clear. Colonials been lucky here a couple of times during that session. It was great having Mark Sweet here from years ago when Mark played Shrewsbury High hockey, and he also was a classmate of mine. Very, very, very deserving football player. He's another guy that could be in the Hall of Fame. Such a great player. Mark Sweet. All right, Colonials control play here. Trying to get it out of their zone. They got it. There's pushed out of their zone. Pass up ahead. Stolen by St. John's. And they push it right back in again. All they really have to do is just bottle the Colonials up in their own zone if they can do that. The Colonials are in. So, nice save by Melanson. Another nice save. Oh, and they bury the Colonials. Two nice saves there by Melanson. The Colonials had a chance. 8 minutes, 25 seconds left here in the second period. Shrewsbury trailing St. John's 3-0 on 3 power play goals in the first period. Well, actually, it was 2 power play goals as the that 5-minute major penalty had just expired when the Pioneers scored their third goal. All right. Nuzzolillo, number 13, and here come the Pioneers. Nuzzolillo breaks up the play. St. John's controls. Colonial defense in back of the net, comes out right out to the St. John's, and Nuzzolillo controls and gets it out of the zone. All right. That's Reedy. Score! Zachary Jennings for St. John's, number 19, makes it 4-0 St. John's. St. John's scoring their 4th unanswered goal here at 7 minutes 43 seconds of the second period. And this time they were at even strength. Pass across. That was D'Angelo behind the net. I'm sorry, Christian Thorin. And once again, St. John's comes away with it. Girardi broken up there at center ice. It's in the St. John's zone. This is St. John's number 1 line. Coming out with it, that's number 17. McLeod gets it into the zone. Beauregard takes the shots fired out of the zone by the Colonials. Comes right in. Colonials have a chance here. Christian Thorin, and it looks like it's an offside call. Oh, we got a penalty. What do we got? Offside? All right, the play will come outside the line. 6:44 in the second period. St. John's with a commanding 4-0 lead here. All right, Coughlin gets dumped behind the net, pushed there by number 9. That's Carter Marcus, the center, and we get a cross-check penalty behind the net. It looked like a cross-check. I'll find out number 2. And Shrewsbury will have the power play. As Brody Hoare goes to the penalty box. Here's a score for the Colonials. That didn't take long at all. Looks like the goal was scored by number 14, Andrew Pedras. That makes it 4-1. Colonials win the draw. That's Carter Richardson. There was Paris on the goal. So Both teams getting a lot of chances at even strength. Both teams have scored on even strength. Again, that major penalty is looming large here. Oh, nice save there by Grabelski. Nice save. Alan Grabelski, a junior goalie. All right, push ahead there for number 6. That's Coughlin. Coughlin coming in, and he lost control of the puck. And that was a relatively easy save there by Melanson. This game coming to you from Westboro, the North Star Arena, with the St. John's Pioneers leading the Shrewsbury Colonials 4-1. Just under 6 minutes left here in the second period. Oh, wow. Goal scored by Dominic Reedy, a forward from Southbridge, Massachusetts. And we're going to have a penalty here against St. John's. We'll put Shrewsbury back on a power play. St. John's with a commanding 5-1 lead. They're going to need this power play, a little bit of help here to get back in this game. It's just too many breakaways, too much speed from St. John's. In the game played earlier, the St. John's Junior Varsity beat the Shrewsbury Junior Varsity 7-2. Five minutes, 20 seconds left here in the second period. Colonials on the power play, trailing St. John's by 4 goals.
Why so quiet? Why so quiet? Why so quiet?
I think that's going to be a bad today.
All right, Richardson fanned on the shot, cross net, fired across. Here's Richardson again. Comes out the center and it's taken by Girardi. Captured there by number 7, that's Connor Mudd. Mudd breaks it up, feeds it up to number 14, and Andrew Paris was offside. This game being brought to you by Shrewsbury Media Connection. General Manager Mark Serra and his team bringing Shrewsbury High School sports to the town of Shrewsbury for 25 years. I'm your play-by-play guy today, Nick Tedisco, and we're missing a bunch of guys from our TV 328 sports team. All right, number 25 for the Colonials going the whole way. That's Nick McManus. McManus carries it behind the net. And it looks like we're going to have a delayed penalty here. And it looks like McManus is going to the penalty box, which will put the teams at even strength for about a minute, for 55 seconds. And then St. John's will be on the power play. Well, you know, penalties are a part of hockey. Big hit there behind the net. 23 working hard. That's Logan Sandy. Jack Ellery loses the puck out in front. Saved by Grabelski. All right, Thorin bringing the puck down, and it's taken away by St. John's. St. John's control behind the net. And McLeod fires wide. Out front. Oh, nice save by Grabelski off his pad. Oh, big hit behind the net. And Malkin gets hit. He's looking for a penalty. No penalty called. All right, there is a delayed penalty. There is a delayed penalty. St. John's pulls their goalie. Right now they've got the extra until Shrewsbury controls the puck. And there it is. Now Shrewsbury will be down 2 men. St. John's will have a 2-man advantage for the next 54 seconds. With 3 minutes and 24 seconds left in the period, Colonials will be playing with 3 men, 3 on 5. Colonials go into the box, blocks defense. Puck just misses the net, saved by Manel, and it gets fired. Looks like the face-off will come inside the Colonial zone as the puck was fired off the rink. Looking to see who's going to take this face-off here. It's Anthony Nuzzolillo and Luke Girardi. Girardi wins the draw. He's back over to Girardi, back to the defenseman. That's number 10, fires. Save. Out front, wide open, and taken away. Oh, the puck came off the, the net came off of the stanchion, so the ref blew the whistle. Luckily, that puck stood there for a good 3 seconds there, and nobody saw it. So the puck, the face-off will come outside the zone with 2 minutes 53 seconds, and St. John's still with 23 seconds and a 2-man advantage. And Colonials will get an easy clear here. And now they get 1 man back. Now it's a 5-on-4 strength penalty. St. John's still has the man advantage. Girardi controlling the puck, feeds it behind the net. The number 11, that's to Sean Farrell. McLeod takes it in deep behind the net. McLeod still controlling, brings it in front, looking for some opening here. Tries to shift it around the net, can't do it. Saved by Grabelski. McLeod, another shot, and cleared by the Colonials. Colonials changing up on the fly. 1 minute, 49 seconds left, 23 seconds left on the penalty. Colonials clear the zone. And both teams are now back at full strength. So the Colonials successfully clean off that penalty. Save, great save by Grabelski. Malkin took the shot. Nice play by Nick McManus to get it out of the zone, but now St. John's controls. Our Colonials get back into the play. Both teams are full strength. St. John's controls play. Feeds it out to number 4. That's Patenti. Patenti bringing it down. Feeds it across. Saved by Grabowski. Out front. Broken up by the Colonials and now controlled by the Colonials. That's Nick McManus. Feeds it over to Thorin. Thorin taken down on the play. And what do we got here? For the offside? Is that what it was? Okay. Nice play to keep it in there by Logan Sandy. And Sandy, the ball does, the puck does get out. Sorry about that. All right, Richardson with a shot, save. Oh, taken down there. That's number Paris again. Offside called. Oh yeah, got a penalty? Oh, okay. Well, with 2.6 seconds left, St. John's will be on a penalty. Shrewsbury will have a power play for 2.6 seconds. So I would just say shoot on net, right? And shoot on net and see if they can get an easy goal here. I remember that back in the day when Derek Sanders would play. He was great for that. Shoot on net off the face-off. And that's exactly what they did. And that'll end the second period. Well, both teams scoring there in the second period. St. John's scoring twice, Colonial scoring once. And at the end of 2, your score, St. John's 5, Shrewsbury 1. This is your TV 328 sports team. Mark Serra, and I'm your play-by-play guy today, Nick Tedisco. We'll be back for third period action in a few moments. All right, folks, we're about ready to start the third period here from North Star Arena in Westboro. Colonials are trailing St. John's 5-1. I was just looking back at one of the record books that I've got here from 2016. And prior to that, in 2016, when Shrewsbury had played St. John's, their record back then was 4 wins and 32 losses. So I know that Shrewsbury's been a lot more competitive in the last recent years, but over the years, it's been a tough grind for Shrewsbury. When St. John's draws from so many different communities, and Shrewsbury's, although they do have a school of choice now, where some of the players from other schools can play at Shrewsbury, but anyways, we're on the way here. Third period. Colonials have a power play going to start the third period. All right. St. John's in their box position, playing defensively. Kept in by the Colonials. Nice hit there by number 20, fighting for the puck. Colonials come away with the control. Out front. Oh, almost thrown away there. All right. That's Richardson. Over to Paris. Paris shoots. Score! Carter Richardson makes it 5-2. Power play goal scored by number 18, senior forward Carter Richardson, captain of the Colonials. Okay, well, it's good to have the Colonials get a quick one there. They needed a quick one. All right, here come the Colonials. That shot will be, face-off will be to the left of goalkeeper Melanson for St. John's. There's the puck was blocked by St. John's on the shot. St. John's, nice play there by number 19. That's Jennings. And Elkin, number 6. Oh! Goal by number 6, Daniel Reedy. Dominic Reedy, I'm sorry. And just like that, St. John's gets it right back again. Both teams back at full strength. Oh. Shot by Marquez. And away comes St. John's with it. That's Sean Farrell. Feeds it around the boards. Luke Girardi with the puck. Girardi comes away with it, feeds it up, back into the corner. A lot of big hits in there. There's a shot, number 17. McLeod. He's a rugby scrum in the corner. Comes away with it. Fired out front, kept in by St. John's. St. John's changes up on the fly, and the Colonials do the same thing. Oh, they could get caught in an icing change here. There's a shot saved by Grabowski. He was blocked. Colonials come away with it. There's a little mini breakaway, 2-on-1 shot, save Melanson. Back inside. Oh, nice opportunity there by Richardson. He scored the last goal and a save by Melanson. This line's had some success against St. John's. And it's cleared out of the zone by St. John's. Back in front, and it's taken by St. John's again. Feeds it up ahead. There's a breakout by number 4 for St. John's. That's Potenti out in front. Whoa, puck was alive there in front for a second. Golden opportunity for the Pioneers. And we got an icing call against the Colonials. 11 minutes, 36 seconds left in this one. Unless somehow the Colonials can manage to score 4 goals in that period of time to tie it. All right, since St. John's controls it, Colonials come away with it, knock it out of the zone. Colonials take, and it's banged right back in by Girardi. I'm sorry, that's not Girardi. That's Zach Jennings. McLeod with the puck, feeds it up. Colonials have control, feeds it ahead. Joe Meyer. McDonough feeds it in, it looks like it's offside. And the face-off will come just outside the blue line on the right side. All right, that's Sean Salt taking the face-off. And Colonials win, control, and they fired it back in the St. John's zone. And it's cleared out of the zone. The breakaway here, number 20, with an easy shot from Melanson, makes the save. That's Matt McDonough. Christian Thorin keeps the puck in. Now it goes to St. John's around the net. Fed up ahead. It's number 3, fed to number 6. He's already got 1 goal today for St. John's. Kept in. It's Reedy. Kept in now by Manelkin. Seven to 2 St. John's. St. John's is just pouring it on now.
That's a touchdown! That's a touchdown! A touchdown, 6 points, what's going on?
All right, Luke Girardi's line out there now. Controlled by the Colonials. And it's lifted into the Colonial bench, so the face-off will come just outside the Colonial line. Will it? Oh, it'll be inside. Just to the left of Grabowski.
You can leave now! You can leave now! You can leave now!
.9:37 left in the third period. Colonials fire it in. It's been all St. John's here. It's a 7-2 lead here, and they have control in the Colonial zone. Quick shot on Grabowski. A little bit of a rugby scrum there in front of the Colonial net, and Grabowski did all he could to keep that puck out of the net there. 9:17 left here in the third period. And it's cleared right out. It'll be an icing against St. John's. Well, I got to tell you, Mark, it's really not the result I was hoping for today. I was hoping for a closer game, but St. John's, with the benefit of that 3-goal first period, they really held the Colonial at bay. Nice save by Melanson. Nice shot there by number 13 for the Colonials. Another shot. I thought Anthony Nezzolillo made a couple of nice shots there. All right, Sean Salt on the face-off. Shot by number 4, that's Ryan Lambert. And Colonials fight to keep it in. Nice play there by, it looks like number 17. That was Joe Mayer. Colonials fighting to try and keep the puck in the inside of the zone now. Center ice. And good effort there by Shrewsbury. But coming away with his St. John's. Number 15. J.J. Ferguson works it into the Shrewsbury zone. There's a fight behind the net, trying to tie it up. St. John's comes away with it. Out to the top of the key, shot. Ooh. Another shot. Blocked on the way. Ferguson out front, number 8. Shot. This game coming to you from North Star Arena in Westboro. St. John's 7, Colonials 2. Right. That's number 9. Beauregard fighting in the corner. Getting away with it is Farrell. Farrell fighting against the Colonials. And the Colonials come away with it. St. John's keeps in his zone all the way back to Grabowski, who makes another save. One of the scoreboards that I don't see, Mark, that they have at some of the other arenas is they show the shots on net. I would love to see how many shots on net there are, but we just don't have that up here. And that's usually a pretty good indicator. St. John's behind the net, trying to work it away to the Colonials, and they come away with it. That was Colby Coughlin bringing it down. A shot by number 4. That was Trevor Parenti. Comes all the way out to mid. Coughlin fighting hard. And it comes away with St. John's. Number 26. That's Chevernot. All right, number 9. Pato Marcus shot, save. Gavin Flynn working hard. Nuzzolillo back out there again as well. Nick Logan Sandy taken away by the Pioneers. Feeds it out to the McLeod. Cross rink. McKenna feeds it into the Colonial zone. Taken there by Jack Gallery. He loses it. The St. John's controls. Taken by number 22, Sean Salt. Salt in the corner, now coming away with it. Number 14, Andrew Perris. With Joe Meyer in the corner. And St. John's, again, comes away with the puck. It's Jonathan Wang. Down to Luke May. I think this is St. John's 4th line in there right now. And they just gave him a blow. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left in this one. St. John's holding a commanding 7-2 lead. All right, there's a race to the puck and an icing call. Ryan Kelly did all he could to get down to get the puck before St. John's, but cannot.
Beat the traffic! Beat the traffic!
McDonough with the puck. McDonough feeds Rondinelli. Rondinelli, there's a wicked shot blast there by Ryan Kelly. All right, controlled by Connor Mudd. Connor Mudd moves it across, feeds his across to number 18. That's Richardson. Richardson, shifty play there. Fed into the St. John's corner. Richardson fires down. There's a hit on number 2. That's on DeSimone. Out in front of the net. Taken away by number 15, Manalkin. Kept in there. Kept in by number 13. A shot and a save by Melanson. That's Anthony Nunzillo with a nice shifty play for the Colonials. And now here comes Reedy for St. John's. Reedy pushed away by number 4. That's Ryan Lambert. Lambert stays with Reedy. Reedy still controlling the puck. And coming away with it, St. John's. And that was number 11. Sean Farrell with a play in front of Grabowski. Nice poke check there by St. John's. Coming on 2-on-2. Breakaway coming in. Sean Farrell with the puck. Farrell. Back to number 12. That's Luke Girardi. Girardi over to Beauregard. Out front. Oh, nice save there by Grabowski. Beauregard in the back of the net. Broken up by the Colonials, carried away. St. John's having control. Out to Hoban. Oh, there's a penalty. Penalty coming up against the Colonials for the last 2 minutes of this one. And St. John's will have a power play for a boarding play. Another boarding play, dangerous play in hockey. Oh, elbowing. Looked more like boarding to me. Well, Mark, that should just about wrap it up, I would think. 1 minute left in this one, folks. It's been all St. John's. And there's another goal. Another power play goal for St. John's. That's really hurt Shrewsbury today. They got to stay away from the penalties. That's all there is to it. Of course, anytime you play St. John's, you're going to need more than 2 goals. Another save by Grabelski. Puck comes out of the net. It'll be a face-off outside the colonial circle to the right of Grabelski. 19 seconds left, Mark. I want to thank you for coming out and broadcasting the game, and I want to wish all the folks in Shrewsbury a Happy New Year. Last day of 2022. Wish you a happy and healthy new year to all my fellow Shrewsbury residents. So, for Johnny Mastro, Billy Orfaley, Bobby Bigda, Mark Serra, I'm Nick Tedisco saying so long from North Star Arena. Final score, St. John's 8, Shrewsbury 2. We'll see you next time.